in the last 5 years. For example, straight in front of us, you can see a curved blue glass building. It looks like a Hot Pockets. Minute adventure on the Chicago River. Before we get started, I have a few very brief safety announcements for you. First of all, Riverview is a Coast Guard inspected vessel. What does that mean? It means we have life jackets on board. We are going to dive right into the architecture by talking about one of the newest skyscrapers on the Chicago skyline. It's so new, it's not even totally all the way done yet. Talking about 3 curving blue and green glass columns coming up on our left-hand side. These curving blue and green glass columns come together to create the St. Regis, formerly known as Vista Tower. The St. Regis is currently the 3rd tallest building in the city of Chicago. This is our city's 3rd tallest. However, it is the tallest building in the entire world, designed by a woman. The architect behind this building, her name is Jeannie Gang. She is the chief architect at Studio Gang and a Chicagoland native. She is from Belvedere, Illinois. This is her 2nd major addition to the Chicago skyline. The St. Regis, it will be mixed-use hotel and residential. It'll be home to the 5-star luxury Chicago St. Regis Hotel, opening up sometime in the fall. It's also home to the residences at the St. Regis. These are some of the tallest and most expensive properties in our city. The penthouse of the middle column, the top 2 floors of that center column, has already sold as 1 unit for $18.5 million. That is the 5th most expensive home sale in all of Chicago's history. I do believe that it includes the entire center rooftop. However, I do not know the value of $18 million, so I cannot tell you if that is a good deal or not. A wave of water is cascading down the side of that building. That is very fittingly Aqua Tower. Aqua Tower was completed in 2010, designed by Studio Gang. This was Jeannie Gang's 1st addition to the Chicago skyline. This was the tallest building in the world, designed by a woman, until Jeannie Gang came in and upseat herself. Aqua Tower is also hotel and residential. It's home to the Radisson Blu Hotel with apartments and condominiums above. Aqua Tower is a great example of why Studio Gang is so famous for the idealistic community building that they do in their work. They like to try to bring people together every chance they get. See, each of those curving wide balconies is entirely mathematically unique. Up above our heads is the DuSable Bridge at Michigan Avenue, named for our city's founder, Jean-Baptiste Paul DuSable. You will find a statue of him up at street level. This was the world's first double-decker drawbridge. As of last month, this bridge is 101 years old. Straight ahead of us, you can see the second tallest building on the Chicago skyline today, and that is the Trump International Hotel and Tower. This building is from 2009. It was designed by Adrian Smith. Apartments and condominiums, parking right below, office tower connected behind, movie theater, corner store, dry cleaners, restaurants, retail space, even a place to park your boat. You had everything that you could possibly need all in one place. It was like a city within a city, and it was super successful in drawing residents back to the Loop area. Also very famous from the Steve McQueen film The Hunter, wherein a car drives off the parking garage and into the river below. Over on the left-hand side of the boat, left-hand side. This peachy pink building is called Fulton House. Fulton House was originally constructed in 1898. At that time, it did not look like this. It did not have any windows. You see, Fulton House was constructed as a cold storage warehouse for raw meat. Chicago has a very rich meat packing history. Had to come up.
అమ్ము సెల్ఫీ వీడియో తీసుకుంటాము ప్లీజ్ అమ్ము రా.
another one? This building's not facing the river. They got left out. They got very tired of being left out. So in 2014, they put a map on themselves to put themselves on the map. This mural, it is a map of the Chicago River. That red Lego piece looking thing up at the top, that marks you are here. Blows my mind how one simple work of art turns an entire building into something unforgettable on our skyline, something that everybody talks about. Speaking of things that everybody talks about, back over on the right, you have another giant limestone building coming into view. This one might look familiar to you as the Gotham City Bank, robbed by the Joker at the beginning of The Dark Knight. This is the old Chicago Post Office. The old Chicago Post Office was completed in 1930. Frame rather than a load-bearing stone wall, and thus the world's first skyscraper was born. Some historians argue that the Great Chicago Fire is one of the most important events of all time, as it led to the vertical development of our urban centers. If not for the fire, it's hard to say when we would have started building our cities up instead of just out. 22 years after the Great Chicago Fire, we felt as though we had rebuilt enough to show off a little bit. So we bid to host the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, or the 1890Board of Trade Building. The Chicago Board of Trade Building was completed in 1930. It was designed by the firm Holabird and Root. The building might look familiar to you as Wayne Enterprises from Batman Begins. That statue up at the top, that is Ceres, the Roman goddess of grain and agriculture. Ceres is on top of our Board of Trade because for most of our past we have traded in agricultural futures or in grain commodities. rotate. It is stationary, but it is up for sale if you're in the market for a stationary French restaurant. Many famous Chicagoans have lived at Lake Point Tower throughout the years. Sammy Sosa. Step off the boat, it'll be right on that ramp, so you can get rid of anything before you head about on your way. Up at the top, you'll have an opportunity to take a look at your boarding photos. The boarding photos make a great souvenir in this era of so few printed photos. It's not even a green screen pic, that's you in our actual